Hey guys, it's SimQueen, and today I'm doing another apartment for my save file. I think I'm almost done with the apartments. It's taken a long time, but lately I've just been inspired to kind of finish San Myshuno, and I've been having some different ideas for Sims and apartments that I want to do. So this is the Pastel Sisters. I've been wanting to do a pastel apartment lately. I know it's not an original idea, that's for sure. Lots of people have been doing that, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to make Sims that kind of have like a pastel-y vibe and put them in an apartment as well. So this is Petal Pastel. She wants to be a writer. I gave her the traits creative, art lover, and childish. So these sisters, I imagine them as twin sisters. I don't really know what their ethnicity is. I kind of get like a bit of an Asian vibe. I don't know. I think they'd be like a funky mix of something. But yeah, I was kind of picturing them to be a little bit of like Asian orient. So they're both very creative Sims. They live in an apartment where they can both have their space kind of where they can work on their creative outlets. So Petal wants to be a writer. I've given her a lot of like pink colors. I gave her this like Asian-y kind of dress for her formal outfit. I tried to give them both as many pastel colors as I could. I mean, we're not that limited in the game. I think we do have quite a few options, so it's kind of fun to be able to play around with different outfits and different things that I don't normally use. I don't know what I'm doing right now. There's always these pauses. And I wanted them to be a little bit out there, like a little bit eccentric, a little bit strange. I imagine these girls growing up, they didn't have a ton of friends because they were just very strange and very out there, but they always had each other. They're very close, and they kind of have different senses of style, and I think their apartment is so beautiful. Like, it's a little bit weird, but I think it's really pretty. I don't know anybody who would live in a colorful pastel apartment. I mean, I would if I could, but I think that it's a little bit different, but it was really fun to make this family and come up with like different ideas. So I randomized a twin sister for her, and so this is Petal's twin sister, Blossom Pastel. Blossom wants to be a painter extraordinaire. I gave her the traits creative, art lover, and cat lover. So I did give them a cat as well. I was going to give them a few cats, but I decided to just do one. I was playing around with different hairstyles as well. I wanted to do kind of pastel-y hair color, but not something that's too out there, and of course I couldn't use custom content either, so I kind of had to play around with what we already had in the game. And so Blossom, she's a little more eccentric than her sister. Like, she's got like the stripes in her hair. I may have changed her hair, but I can't remember. Her makeup is a little bit more colorful though. But yeah, I was having fun playing around with all the different color swatches in the game and using colors that I don't normally use. And I don't remember what I ended up picking for Blossom, but I know it was still fun to try different things. I think I went with this like jacket with the scarf, but who knows? I don't know. And I think this is the hair that I chose, not the one that had the stripe in it, just the hair that came with Get Famous, that pink color. The bell bottoms are really cute, liked that, but I think this is the final outfit that I did, kind of those like pastel pink jeans and the mint top, which I think looked pretty good. Very pastel. It was kind of what I was trying to accomplish. So for her makeup, for her formal wear, I think I went pretty out there. I think I went pretty crazy with it. I guess it's not that bad, but very, very pink. Not something you would normally see. But yeah, these are the Pastel Sisters, and they do have a cat as well, which I'm going to talk about now because it goes by really quickly. But their cat is one of those Sphinx cats, and I mean, I think that they're really scary looking, but these two, I think that they would be into those kinds of cats. So they got this naked cat, and his name is Rainbow. I think it's a boy cat. I don't remember. I did do this a while ago. I haven't even turned on my computer in like a week, so it's been a long time. So yeah, I was playing around with different breeds and different cats, and then I thought, you know what, I haven't done the Sphinx cat yet. I think that I want to go for it, so I kind of played with Rainbow's features a little bit, changed the eye color, just did a few little, a little bit of a makeover. So the apartment that I'm building in is this kind of, I don't know what, it was kind of a condo because it's 2 floors. So I did the floor plan ahead of time because it always takes me a painfully long time. I'm really happy with how this turned out though. Like I kind of changed a few things along the way that weren't part of my original plan. In the kitchen I actually add a laundry room, which I think is really good because it's kind of too big of a space. It's too big of a kitchen, especially for this apartment. It's not a huge apartment, but it's definitely one of my favorite apartments to live in. I like the ones where you have the upstairs and the downstairs. It kind of makes it feel like you're in an apartment, but not really. You've got lots of space to work with. The upstairs I think turned out really well as well. The floor plan's a little different, it's a little strange, but it's perfect for these sisters. So all their appliances I went with like the pink and the mint. I may have changed it to pink and blue. I can't remember, but I definitely chose the pink though because I thought that was just so perfect that the microwave and the coffee pot come in those pastel colors. And then right about here is when I decided to build a little laundry room right there. So I just did, I think, a little archway there with a washer and dryer in that room there. And I, of course, chose some contrasting colors as well. I did a lot of that in this build. Like the paint kind of is contrasting with the furniture, and it was fun to do. I mean, it was definitely something I've never done before, but it was a fun apartment. I mean, I probably will never use this apartment for my Sims. I don't have any Sims that are this quirky and weird, but this actually will be on the gallery though. Now that I've actually figured out how to put these builds on the gallery, someone posted in the comments for my retro chic apartment how to do it. So thank you for telling me that, because I was wondering, like, do you have to upload every single room? But I guess you just remove the doors and it should be good. I did it once and it worked, so I'll do it with this one as well. I haven't done it yet, but it will be on the gallery. My origin ID is SimQueen 1992, so you can download it if you want. I did put like the kitty litter box in the laundry room there, and made a little area there with like the garbage can and the cat bowl. And I think it just turned out really cute. Use that shelf there as well, which I haven't used in a while. A few just like little not decorations, but I guess it's kind of decor in the kitchen. It's not a very busy kitchen, like it's bright, but I didn't clutter it up too much. Nothing in this apartment is too cluttered. I think it kind of looks pretty good the way that it is. So that is pretty much it for the kitchen, and I bounce around a lot. I don't remember, I think I did the dining room next. I didn't really like the idea of this open concept. I kind of wanted something in the middle of the apartment, like a wall or maybe even a half wall. So I did play around with that a little bit, but I don't think it quite worked out the way that I wanted to. So I just made it completely open. I really like the chairs that are with the dining room or the dining table. I think that they're really cute, the different colors, and they match that picture on the wall as well. Did a lot of pinks, blues, and mints in this build, which was really fun to do. It was actually, I really enjoyed this build. I took my time with it. Sometimes I find that I'm rushing, but with this one I was just like genuinely enjoying it, listening to other YouTubers and just having a good time with this build. So I was trying to put that wall there. I don't really know exactly what my vision was. I kind of just wanted to separate the dining room and the living room somehow, but it wasn't looking good. It wasn't centered. I felt like it was in the way of that window. It just didn't look good. So I got rid of that, and it's completely open now. Went with like the pink and blue couches, and I think I put in I was gonna try the aquarium table. I really liked it, but I don't know, it just didn't quite work. Like, I wanted to use it for this build, but I wasn't completely sold. So I just put in that round, I guess it's more of like an octagon, that white table. Sized it down though, because it was actually too big, I thought. And I don't remember if I kept these like overlapping carpets. I don't think I did. No, I'm changing it now. I think that's how it stays. I like the idea of the overlapping carpets, but they just weren't working the way I wanted them to. So I put in that one instead. Never used that carpet before, so it's fun to use stuff that you don't normally get to use. Put in like a cat tree there, a plant behind the TV, and was playing around with curtains as well. It was kind of hard to choose something though, because I wanted them to be consistent throughout the whole apartment. I tried these rainbow ones, but they just weren't cutting it. It was just too bright, and I wasn't really getting the pastel vibe anymore. So I think I just went with white ones. I may have just used the blinds. Yeah, that's what happened. I just skipped ahead that whole curtain fiasco and just used the blinds that kind of come halfway down the window, and put in some lamps there. And I think I may have put in like a little rug at the front door there. There's not much for an entrance. I may have put something on the wall as well, but I mean, there's not much of an entryway. I don't know, I think I could have built something there, like maybe like a little wall with a archway or something, but it just opens up right into the living room. Put like a potted plant there. I think the picture on the wall looks pretty good. And yeah, just a little carpet. And was playing around with the lights as well because I wanted it to be really bright. I think that these sisters would want their house to be really bright. So upstairs, the floor plan's a little different. It's kind of customized to how they would want it. So this first is the bathroom, and then I did 2 bedrooms, and I did 2 kind of like office areas where they each have their own kind of workspace. One is like a computer room, and one is like a painting room. So yeah, it's definitely kind of customized to how they live their life and how they wanted their apartment. And I use a lot of pastels in this bathroom as well. Just like the cheapest stuff you can get, like the toilet and the tub are I think the lowest ones you can possibly buy. I got them in that like pink shade, and just kind of cluttered up the bathroom a little bit. But I think it turned out pretty well. There's a huge window in that bathroom, which isn't ideal, but I mean, I kept it there. I don't think you can get rid of them. Maybe you can, but I didn't even try. And so in the hallway, I didn't do too much. I kind of just decorate that as we go through it. And then I can't remember, I guess I didn't exactly choose specific rooms for each sister. I kind of just did 2 pastel rooms, and since they don't have any like personal stuff in their rooms, all of their like easels and their computer and that kind of stuff is in their office spaces, so the rooms could be for either one. I think Petal is more into the pinks, I think. Actually, no, Blossom has pink and mint. Maybe this room is better for her. I don't know. I wasn't really even thinking about it. I did put a closet in this room because there was like the perfect space for it. And I used like the pink doors. And I wasn't really sure what to put in these rooms because they're a little bit bigger. Actually, no, they're not too bad. But I was wanting to put in like all of their easels and their computer, and it felt weird to just kind of make it not very personal. I always try to do that when I'm building a house for a specific sim. So I put some stuff on the walls there. I really like the painting above the bed, that pastel color. I think it looks really good. Put in some cat toys for Rainbow, and I think that was pretty much it for this room. Just played around with like little decorations and clutter items. It was looking kind of bare. Put a rug in as well, and a little bed for the cat. The cat doesn't have a specific owner. It can just go wherever it wants, but I think that room might be better suited for Blossom actually, because she's the cat lover, so she would have the cat stuff in her room. So I think I just decided now that would be Blossom's room, and this room that we're working on now would be probably Petal's room. So I use those little room separators. I don't know why. I just haven't used them before, and I wanted to try it out. Put in like those hanging shelves with like the clothes, and I don't know, that room I'm not completely satisfied, but by this point I was like running out of pastel things to use. So now the green room that I did is going to be the room that has the easel in it, and then the peach color room is like the computer room. So they each have their own place where they can go and work. I imagine that they both probably work from home. Maybe one is an author and the other is the painter. So they spend a lot of time in these rooms. This room is a little bit more cluttered, I think, because it is pretty small. It's just big enough for, I think I put in a bookshelf and a chair. It's pretty small, but it kind of works. I mean, it's still totally functionable. You can actually use, wow, functionable, that is not a word. It's functional, that's a word. So I just made it so that you can still use the room, but it is pretty small in there. There wasn't a ton of room to work with. I mean, this is basically a 4-bedroom apartment. Like, these are still considered bedrooms, I think. And then the other room, I think I got a little more creative with this one. I put like that rug down. Well, it's not really rug. It's more like plastic with paint splatters on it. And I think I also put, I forget, I put something in here that was kind of interesting. I think I put like a cat tree or something like that. I also put an easel outside on the deck as well, so she could paint outside if she was feeling like that was something she wanted to do. And I also put in that lamp, and then just a little table with some art supplies on it. And I think I did some wall hangings as well. The mirror, that's what I did. And yeah, cluttered up with some plants. And now just in the hallway, kind of filling it up. Didn't want it to be too cluttery, but I didn't want any of the spaces to be empty either. So I just kind of filled that out. And then outside, I think I just put a table and chairs maybe and some lights. I didn't really do much. I mean, there is a good spot for a hot tub out there, but I didn't decide to put one. So yeah, that is it for the Pastel Sisters apartment. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And if you're not already subscribed, I would appreciate it so much if you could subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.